The Yaira.
The Yaira.
Once
comic
again,
book.
my comic reviews are basically the harbinger of a new age. Like the Chinese would have like the. I don't know anything about China, but they had like a Ming dynasty.
Sure.
It's like when I.
That's why you referenced China, because you needed to divide
it's like an
up
epoch.
time periods.
Yeah,
Okay,
like an epoch.
Sure.
You know, when I review a comic, oh man, a lot of shit's gonna happen.
Different.
A lot of egos are about to be destroyed with my amazing and accurate reviews that are always good.
Maybe this is your higher calling. Maybe you were always meant to be a critic of the comic industry.
Just Eric.
Just Eric.
Just Eric's comics.
Professional Eric July critic. Well, the world could use one right now.
Aren't they just professional, like Brie Larson critics?
Yeah, basically. So that's a good point, is why do they get to pick a target? And we go, well, it's just funny to make fun of this guy. How can you find that funny? Don't you know he has a business? Yeah, that's part of why it's funny, because he's pretending to have a business. That's the
then
joke.
he pretended to give himself a business award that was bought by Glenn Beck.
Dude,
Glenn Beck bought Eric July an award.
When somebody revealed that, I went, no way.
And then he dressed up in a gay little suit and went and gave a speech for an award that Glenn Beck bought.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Eric July's Young Businessman Award we kind of made fun of, and we said, well, how did he get that exactly? It turned out that the rich billionaire family that sponsors that award also gave the Blaze millions, if not tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars in funding. So, kind of a conflict of interest, right? To go.
No, it's just fake. It's not
just,
a conflict.
it's
There's
not
no such
real.
thing as a business award.
No.
Here's our Young Businesser Award. It's not a conflict of interest. It only exists to make press releases about their scam university. Named after the biggest, most famous scam in history.
Was
under
it
Christianity.
a pyramid scheme, the DeVos thing? I don't know exactly
Amway?
what happened there. Yeah, Amway.
Yeah, you pay
Pyramid
money
scheme,
to sell makeup to your friends.
Multi-level marketing.
Multi-level marketing.
MLM. People are saying, really? Yes, really. If you give the Blaze $100 million, you also help out their one black guy by giving him a fake award.
Dude, did you see the rip-off versus last puppet show?
I didn't. No, was it good?
Bro, it has transcended bits. It's
That
like
man
full-on
is,
Adult
intensely-
Swim.
I know. I mean, I've talked to that guy, and I've said, I don't know. He's immensely talented.
Yeah.
He's talented to the point where I'm like, we should do something.
If he's talented, it's we. But if it's like Rex Sexton that wants to write with you, it's you.
Well, I went to Rip-Off Verse, and I said, would you like to write for my magazine, of course? And we'll see if we can set that up.
I need a gunshot to my head sound effect.
I said, I think this material would be great in a yearly magazine periodical. And
So you remember when you said you wished you were black so you could be as famous as Eric? Do you still wish that you were black?
Well, I mean, I think I would make better use of it. Let's put it that way.
Razzmatazz.
That's not. Stop it. No, not that part. Just people like an eloquent black gentleman.
Hibbity jibbity, I have a snail. Right.
Well,
You stalker, you're going to jail.
The
That's what
eloquency
Eric.
is
He's
what's
like a
missing from
a black witch, right? Like him and the Saskas. It's him. He's a witch too, and they're both obviously hideous witches, and they cast spells. They cast black spells like that.
both hideous witches.
Right? You agree, right? One in the chat. A W.
A W in the chat for
Hideous
witch. Is there a witch emoji?
A witch emoji in the chat for.
I need to add for members. I'm going to add a witch emoji for the to celebrate these sisters. Maybe two little witches. Two little witches.
Hip, dop, dap. You're a toad licker. You're going to jail for what you did with these stickers, right?
The fact that I've held off on making an Eric July
they're
emoji
pissing all over
is
each other.
incredible restraint on
the
my
Saskas
part.
are like pissing off.
Incredible restraint on my part.
You see that dad that had posted a picture of his SUV, and he had two little girls in the backseat and crammed like a giant
Yaira
fucking 8-foot tall Yaira framed poster on him. And the Saska sisters like, this is what we'd love to see. And I thought, man, you shouldn't be posting pictures of your daughters and tagging the Saska sisters. That's bad.
I also don't think your 6-year-old daughters really want to read Yaira, which was confusing for me, an adult man.
It's R-rated.
There's
a
attempted murder.
lot of curses.
There's cursing.
There's almost rape.
Yeah, it's not. These aren't children's books. They're. I bought it for my 6-year-old daughter.
A 9-foot-tall man
they
almost
just want to
rapes-
watch Frozen. Don't force them
Talks
to
about her
read
beautiful
Yaira.
body and busting a nut. Daddy, what does he mean when he says he's gonna bust? What is he talking about?
Was that in? Oh yeah, that prison guy
Bust
wants to
a
bust
nut.
a nut inside of Yaira. That's good for your kids.
He didn't say inside.
Wait,